went there and he met that man. Which man? The man who told him, you are nobody. And today he was somebody. And guess what? When they were introduced and he was so thankful, he said, you know what? If I was given that job, I was just going to still be a cleaner in your office. Did you hear that? But because you did not give me the job and you told me I'm a nobody, I walked out and I started a business, and today without an email, I'm somebody. So subhanallah. So I want to show you, this is an example to tell you that, you know what, my brothers and sisters, when you are rejected somewhere, perhaps Allah wants you to do something big. But if you become depressed, you will not be able to see the opportunities Allah has placed in front of your nose. This man had to look to see the tomatoes. And he realized, hey, this is a good idea. If he was depressed, he would not even notice those tomatoes. So many of us here, we can relate to what I'm saying, because you have a job today. Tomorrow, you don't have the job. It can happen. Don't let it depress you. I am here to tell you, Allah is in charge. Allah is in control. Did you not have beautiful days? Yes, you did. So thank Allah and continue working. I'm not saying sit back and relax and become a person who's just sitting and watching. No, you have to actually go and try and work and do something that will help you in a beautiful way. And inshallah, in that way, you will be able to grow. So life is filled with obstacles. One of those obstacles you will find is as Allah makes mention of it. In fact, let me move through that verse one by one. He says, when Allah says, we will test you with hunger. Sometimes you don't realize you have a lot of food today and tomorrow you might not have it. And sometimes you have the food, but tomorrow you might not be able to eat it because of your health condition. So subhanallah, you know, I was speaking to some brothers a few days ago and I was saying, when you are 20, you smell of perfume. When you are 30, you smell off. The difference is, it is a little bit more because it has a little bit of a different taste. You are now maturing a little bit. Perhaps, I'm not saying it is wrong to use perfume, but I'm giving an example. When you are 40, it becomes old. MashaAllah, now you know what old is all about. And now you can afford it, perhaps. And once you turn 50 here, smelling of Vicks, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. May Allah grant us ease. It is a way you have your days. MashaAllah. You did everything, but you had Allah. The days moved and you continued. So the point I was raising is a good one. Sometimes when you are young and you can eat, you have chocolates and ice creams and everything. When you grow a little bit older, when you are 20, you are eating everything. When you are 30, perhaps one or two things, you start slowing down. When you get to 40, you see you still can't eat it. When you get to 50, you can't even touch it. So sometimes you really have to think 20 times that says, thank you so much. No, mashallah, you guys carry on. And in your heart, you desperately want to have it. But you tell yourself you can't. So what happened? Your health made you not eat certain things that you really liked. It shows you in this dunya, Allah will tell you, there are things you like. You cannot have all of them. When you get married, you have your wife. You can't have all the women from the rosebud. You picked one. If you are lucky, you might have to pick one more. Or maybe another two more. You will stop at 4. Let me not go further with that one. Inshallah. But the bulk of us, subhanallah, you are lucky. You are fortunate. You have one, but you have the one in your hand. And you keep on looking at the rest of them. Oh, this one, you are like a person who has diabetes, sugar, diabetes, you know. You cannot have these chocolates and sweets. But you just look at them all day. Come on, at least eat that which is healthy for you. So, subhanallah, Allah does it with everything. Very upset, many want all. But Allah says, in this world, every time there will be certain things you cannot have. One of the reasons is because Allah has kept Jannah. That is why in Jannah, you know the beauty of it, the difference of Jannah is that you will have what you want. There. You are there. There is no even age. You will be eating what you want. You have what you want. There is no restriction whatsoever. Whatever comes to your mind, it is yours. So if Allah gave you everything you wanted in this world, what was the point of creating Jannah? But Allah says, no, we will not give you. You see the cars. You find the cars. You can buy the latest car today, mashallah. As you are driving it, you will see one later than that. It just shows you the dunya. When you run behind it, it runs faster than you. You have an iPhone 7. You have ordered the new Tesla. You know the Tesla is the car of the future. It is already there. You can order it $35,000 each.